Alrighty, guys, we are going to keep moving with the Tale of Despereaux. Just as a reminder, tomorrow, instead of me recording a video, we are going to talk through and read through chapter 6 for tomorrow's lesson on a Zoom meeting. So that is tomorrow at 2:30. So make sure you have your book ready, and we will do that tomorrow. So chapter 5, I know it's been a while since we've read Despereaux because we were on spring break. So just to kind of recap, so we were introduced to Despereaux and some people in his family, and we can find out pretty quickly that Despereaux is very different than his brothers and sisters. We find out that he has very large ears and that when he was born, his eyes were opened, which was very unusual for a mouse. And so his brothers and sisters tried to teach him how to become more like a normal mouse. They taught him how to kind of scurry and how to eat paper and things like that. But Despereaux didn't really seem to follow what his brothers and sisters were doing. And we left off in chapter 4 with Despereaux hearing the music from the king and the Princess P, and Despereaux kept going closer and closer. He only wanted to hear the music, and we ended with chapter 4 saying he crept closer and then closer still until, reader, he was sitting right at the foot of the king. So chapter 5, what Furlough saw. The Princess P looked down at Despereaux. She smiled at him. And while her father played another song, a song about the deep purple falling over sleepy garden walls, the princess reached out and touched the top of the mouse's head. Despereaux stared up at her in wonder. The P, he decided, looked just like the picture of the fair maiden in the book in the library. The princess smiled at Despereaux again, and this time, Despereaux smiled back. And then something incredible happened. The mouse fell in love. Reader, you may ask the question. In fact, you must ask the question. Is it ridiculous for a very small, sickly, big-eared mouse to fall in love with a beautiful human princess named P? The answer is yes, of course, it's ridiculous. Love is ridiculous. But love is also wonderful and powerful. And Despereaux's love for the Princess P would prove, in time, to be all of these things. Powerful, wonderful, and ridiculous. You're so sweet, said the princess to Despereaux. You're so tiny. As Despereaux looked up at her adoringly, Furlough happened to scurry past the princess's room, moving his head left to right to left, back and forth. Cripes, said Furlough. He stopped. He stared into the princess's room. His whiskers became as tight as bowstrings. What Furlough saw was Despereaux Tilling sitting at the foot of the king. What Furlough saw was the princess touching the top of his brother's head. Cripes, shouted Furlough again. Oh, Cripes, he's nuts, he's a goner. And, executing a classic scurry, Furlough went off to tell his father, Lester Tilling, the terrible, unbelievable news of what he had just seen. So we will read chapter 6 tomorrow. So I will not assign you any new assignments on Google Classroom today for what we just read, chapter 5, but I do have a lot of missing assignments on ReadWorks. So if you maybe forgot a day or you're not sure, this is your time today to go on to ReadWorks, click on past assignments, and make sure you don't have any assignments you missed or you didn't submit, because those are important and part of your reading grade. So this is your time to do that. All right. Don't forget about our Zoom meeting tomorrow. Bye.